What's up, everybody? This is Grant Wise coming at you live with Modern Agent Mastery. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Tal Adla.
What's going on, you guys?
Man, thank you so much for jumping on and chatting with us today. Tal's agreed to stop by and share a little bit about his experience with Modern Agent Mastery, a live review. You'll get to hear it straight from his mouth, not us just saying he said something. So, Tal, thank you so much for taking a few minutes. I know you're an incredibly busy guy. But we do really appreciate you stopping by here to say hey to us.
Anytime, man. I'm at my home office, which is incredible. Don't need to be in the big office anymore. So I'm comfortable, and I'll be more than happy to give you guys as much time as you need.
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Why on earth would you want to sell houses? You know, what is it about real estate that you love so much?
You know, I've always had a passion for real estate from a young age, and I've always wanted to learn more about it. So way early on, when I was like 18, I wanted to invest and buy my own home very early. So I figured I don't have the money at that time, so I wanted to, generate some income, and I figured, what best way to invest into real estate than to be involved in the real estate business? I got my license thinking that's the way to, to be in the know. Then I started brokering. I started working for a company early on. I was probably, I was the youngest agent in the entire, my area, my general area. I was the youngest agent by far, by like 15 years at the time. And, I was a top producer back then. I went from being brand new to really killing it very early on. Then I ended up buying my first home very early, like maybe a year after. I was doing very well. I ended up, instead of buying my fancy car, I followed my dreams, and I bought my first home very early.
That's nice.
Yeah, very early. And then 2 years later, I was still doing well, and I still didn't have that fancy car yet. But, I, reinvested again. I had the money. I'm like, all right, nice car or second investment property. So I kept on my track, kept my goals going, and I bought my second investment property. So for me, it was more, the reason I got into selling homes was really to build my empire in a sense. And thank God I did, because I don't think I would be where I am today if I didn't start early on. But it's one of those things that it's like a bug. The business is like a bug, and all you guys know this. You guys know how it is. When you start selling homes and you get that nice big fat commission check, you're like, nice. And then it's an addiction. You just want more. You just want to keep doing it, because that, all right, if I do this and you keep your pipeline going month after month, it keeps rolling. That money just keeps flowing in. But you all know how 2008 hit, and I actually started my own company back then. So 2008 hits, and I don't care who you are, I was making well over $200,000 a year at a young age, to making like $50,000 or $60,000. It was a big hit. It was a big hit, and it was pretty scary. Going from having a comfortable life and wanting to start a family. And at that point, you're not even able to start a family anymore, because you're like, I'm not going to bring, children into this world, making, and Long Island, New York, $50,000. I'm not sure about the rest of the, the states, how different it is. But in New York, $50,000 is very, very, it's very hard to live on $50,000 a year here. I mean, my taxes alone are like, almost $20,000. So it's not easy living on that salary. So it was a rough time for us. It was me and my girlfriend at the time. We're married now.
Yeah.
But it was rough. But I just told Grant this, but I had the opportunity to become a cop. So at that time in 2008, I said, you know what? Low income, this job presented itself, and it was like winning the lottery, because it was a very, very difficult job to get, and I actually got the job. I was disheartened with the real estate business. I'm like, I loved it, but I wasn't making money from it. So I was like, sad, but it's a passion of yours. You guys all know it's a passion. So, anyways, I took the job and kept my license just in case. And I did, referrals here and there, but I wasn't making nearly as close to what I was making back then. So, years go on, and I kept my license or whatever, and just on the side, completely on the side. And then I think it was like 2013 came, and I'm like, you know what? I need to really focus back on this business, because it was one of those things I felt like I was missing out on. And the market was still low, and wanted to get back in the game. But I gotta tell you, jumping back into it, I was completely lost. I'm like, still the old school mentality of the postcard, the cold calling, the door knocking, all that stuff that we're all. If you guys any old timers on this, you guys know that back then it worked. Back then it was great. But nowadays, especially in New York, you knock on somebody's door, they're gonna come out with a shotgun and they're like, "What do you want? Who are you? Get off of my lawn!" So I don't do that anymore. And again, I was spending a lot of time and a lot of money into the postcards and doing all the same old stuff that was just not working. I mean, thank God I still had my job where I had the income coming in. But at that point, 2013, I'm already, we're married at that point. I have a kid. I'm like, and again, living in New York, you needed that supplemental income. You needed something else because being a cop, you paid a great salary, but at the same time, you still needed something else. My wife's a teacher, and she's also a licensed agent as well. So between the two of us, it was, I got to tell you, it's still difficult. But anyways, moving forward, still making diddly squat in real estate because I was using the old way of doing business. I wasn't doing it full time. I was just, part-time, but still trying the old way of selling homes. And nothing was working, man. Nothing was working. I mean, I would call some old clients. I would call some old customers. I'm sorry. Let me decline that. The phones don't stop here. Decline that. Decline that. Sorry. Got back in, moving forward, I was like, I really want to make this happen. And I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I was still doing everything. I was still struggling. I was still spinning my wheels and nothing was working. I went from having my own brokerage and really not making much at all to saying, you know what, maybe I got to, switch companies. So I switched companies thinking that the new company is going to really help me out. So I did. It didn't do anything. They had all this new training and new ways of doing business and all this crap that just didn't work. So I was just completely lost, man. I didn't know what to do. And then I started researching online. I said, you know what, there's got to be a way. There's got to be some kind of, marketing or whatever. And lo and behold, this freaking guy with a beard just on my computer, with this, glasses and his personality. And I'm like, all right. Guy's up to something here, I'm a very, very, very skeptical person, so I guard my money, pretty tightly, especially here. So I'm like, all right, this guy is saying everything that I want to hear and how to get up on the times with digital marketing. But I'm like, there's nobody doing it. I'm like, if especially out here, I'm like, if nobody's doing it. I'm like, this guy's full of crap, And then, I sign up, like all you guys did too. I sign up and Robert, what's up, Robert? You're the man. So Robert calls me and he talks. He's, seemed like a legit guy. He was very, very nice. He's a very good salesman, I must tell you. And I said, you know what? Let me think about it. And then he gave me some options. Some of you guys probably got similar options where, I didn't want to spend the money. So then I'm thinking about it, doing some research, investigating a little bit, looking at the company, thinking about it. And then I'm like, you know what? Do your numbers. And all you guys can do your numbers. And if you guys are thinking about this program, just think about the numbers. Here in Long Island, the average sale of a home is, anywhere around like $400,000 to $500,000. So if I bought the program, right, and I only made, 1%, only 1% of an average deal, all right, that more than pays off. That's, $4,000 to $5,000. That more than pays off the program, right? So for me, it was kind of like, all right, let me just risk it, see what happens. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, it's kind of like you guys going to, to these schools and these programs, these and paying, to go to school. So in a sense, for me, it was kind of like going to school to learn something that I didn't know. I had no clue about digital marketing. I had not even a little inkling about, Facebook ads and anything like that. So I did it, and I got to tell you, my first ad, and you guys have to follow the steps, step by step, all right, because it works. I'm telling you, it works. You just have to follow the process and believe in the process, all right, because I'm a skeptic, like I told you. And in the beginning, I'm like, it's not going to work. First ad, overnight, not even overnight, man. I got to tell you, it was like the first night alone, it was 30 leads within the first night. Then throughout the entire week, there was about 100 leads. Now I'm used to having like maybe 5 customers, at a time, 5 customers and working those customers. What the hell do I do with 100 clients? What do I do with this? I have no clue what to do with 100 freaking buyers. So I'm trying to respond to everybody, doing a step-by-step exactly the way Grant said. And look, it's a numbers game, all right? You guys have to understand it's a numbers game. Out of 100 people, you're going to probably average between 5 to 10% if you're really good, 10% on the high side, with, getting these leads to convert. But it's a numbers game. Again, you're going to lose most of them, but the 5 to 10% is still a really, really solid number. That's only 1 week. That's only 1 week that I had a solid 5 to 10 buyers because I was responding to them right away. And then week after week, it just continued and it continued. And the leads were just coming in strong. I got up to like 500-600 leads. And out of those right now, I'm currently working with, got to tell you, I'm probably averaging a little bit more than my 10% average. I'm probably doing about like, 10 to 15%. But that's because of the follow-up. And you got to follow up right away. Just like it tells you, follow up right away within that 3 to 5 minutes. If you don't, you're going to lose them. I have one funny story, and actually we're still friends. I have this customer. It was late at night, and you guys are questioning, should I respond to these people late at night? Should I not respond to them late at night? So I'm the type that's like, all right, if you sign up, you're on your computer, you're on your phone, you obviously have your phone in your hands. So I'm going to respond back to you. So see, my phone doesn't stop. It does not stop, literally. So you guys, if you're trying to join this program, you better get used to having your phone blowing up all the time. All right, this shows you like people signing in and all that. It's crazy. But anyway, so this customer, she signs up, and it's probably about like 11:30 at night. And she told me, and after a couple of meetings, she tells me that when she first signed up, she was literally, sorry, if you're, I'm not even gonna say your name, I almost did, but if you are somehow watching this for some reason, I'm sorry, but she was sitting on the bowl, she says. She was sitting on the bowl. I'm sorry. Hold on a sec. Sorry. So she was sitting on the bowl, and she sees this thing, and I respond to her, and she's like, when you called, she was like, I was sitting on the bowl when I was talking to you. I'm like, I kind of thought there was a lot of echoing going on, so I kind of thought you were, somewhere either in a hallway or in the bathroom. So, we're laughing about it, but now we're like buddies now. She's, she's still looking, it takes a long time, guys. It's not like, you get these buyers, you're going to get a few that are like very, very hot to go and they need a house right away. But in the nurturing process, you're going to find that it takes a while in order for a buyer to, to actually buy a home. So this is like literally 6 months going, but just staying, in touch, just nurturing, just saying, hey, how's it going? They invited me out to dinner just to hang out, have a couple of drinks. But these are the types of relationships you have to build. It's not just about business. And that's one thing that keeps me going is you build relationships, you build friendships. And this program will help you bring the buyers on, right? Grant can help you bring these buyers. It's up to you guys now to know what to do with these guys. All right? Follow the program, and step by step in the beginning, follow the program step by step. I'm telling you, it's going to work. Then later on, when you get comfortable, you can start adding your own little things. Like for me, I add my own little tweaks to it, and for me, it works. But everyone's going to have their own little things. If you feel comfortable and it works and it's converted for you, then great, stick with it. Try different things. But I was saying, the first ad that I ran, all right, I'm still running it, all right. A lot of people are like, oh, well, there's, you got to change up the ads. It's going to die off in the first couple of weeks. You're going to generate, and then it's going to die off. But don't give up. do not give up. It's going to die off, but then go back into the Facebook ad and tweak it a little bit. And you have to, a lot of people don't know this, but with Facebook, you can't increase the ad spend in big increments. You can only do in small increments. So say if you're doing $10 ad, you can only do it in like $2, $2.50, all right? And then little by little, maybe 2 weeks later, you can increase it again. But otherwise, you're just gonna die off. I learned that the hard way because I went from $10 and I was like, you know what, this ad died off. Let me put more money into it. So I put it up to $20 and it completely died, nothing. So what the hell's going on? I realized that you can only do it in increments. But yeah, the program it was a game changer for me. It really was. It was, Grant, you want me to tell them how much I'm up to now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, absolutely.
So I went from making, crap, excuse my language, in the business and being completely lost. Not even, when was it, June, I think? It was maybe June that I started this program, and being completely skeptical. If you guys go all the way back, you could probably find one of my things saying, one of those guys bitching and complaining. I'm like, there's nothing coming in. This is crap. What is this? One of those guys that, complaining about the program, but then really following it step by step and really using the program, and it just exploded. So anyways, I went from making nothing, and within 6 months, I'm on pace to making over $200,000 again, which is incredible for where I'm at now. And I'm now in 2017, keeping at this pace. Let's just cross our fingers, but I'm definitely going to be, I know for a fact I'm going to be double that, if not more than double. And, making way more than what I do in my, regular job. But the program is really, really working, and it's, I don't have a huge team yet. We just hired 2 additional people to help out. And that's another thing. I'm using that to help me leverage myself where, yeah, I'm going to give them some leads, but you know what? I'm going to split it with them, and half of something is better than half of nothing, right? Because if you're going to lose these buyers, they're gone. So I'd rather give them out and leverage, myself with hiring people. But the other thing that this program does is it gives you full confidence to walk into any listing and know for a fact that you're going to be able to provide this homeowner more than any other realtor in the area, okay? Unless there's another man member out there, then you're a competitor. But, you guys got to, work together. But it gives you full confidence. I mean, I'm walking into these listings and not discounting myself. I walk into these listings knowing full, confidence that I'm going to be better than anybody else. I'm close to the Hamptons, where we have a lot of number one teams. All right. We got a lot of these number one guys, and everybody's number one. Everyone's number one. I would never claim that I'm number one, and don't claim you're number one. All right. Just tell them what you can provide. Everybody's going to claim the number one. Just say it different. Tell them straight up. Like, look, I'm not going to tell you I'm number one. I'm not going to tell you I'm the best out there. I'm going to show you that I'm the best out there. I'm going to prove that I'm the best out there for you. All right. And show them. What I do is, in the beginning of the interview, I sit down with them and I start going through my spiel, and I show them one of my ads. And I ask them, I'm like, real quick, while we're, going through this interview, I'm like, just sign up real quick, and I just want to show you how this program works. So they sign up real quick, and my wife, who's also my partner, she's a licensed real estate agent as well. She's on the backside. She's at home, and she sees the ad coming in. And I actually tested her one time, and she didn't know this, but I tested her one time just to see if she's actually, keeping up with the leads. So he signs up, and a couple of seconds later, maybe I would say like a minute later, gets a response from me. Hey, how's it going, sir? This is Talib Adler from the Adler Real Estate Team, blah, 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 blah. He's like, but you're sitting right here. I was like, is this like an automated thing? They have some company, like, nope. It's, my partner, who's my wife, who's actually responding to you. I'm like, if it wasn't her, it would be me. I'm here with you, but if it wasn't her, it would be me. It would be one of us reaching out to you personally. All right. It's not a computer program. It's not some, call center in the middle of the States. It's us reaching out to you directly. And it's a personal, thing that we do. And he loved it, there's no, unlicensed assistant that's calling. It's us, it's us personally. And then I showed him how the program works. Then I showed him how much exposure we get for our clients through this program. And he was blown away. I got to tell you, there's one guy that I walked in and he was like, all right, I'm not listing with anybody. I'm just here to interview all these different realtors. He's like, you're, one of the, 5 realtors that walked in today. I'm not listing with anybody. Okay. I just want to hear what you have to say. Okay. Fine. Cool. Wow. Do your thing. Relax. Show him what you can do. Show him what you can provide. And I walk out of the listing, signed, sealed, and delivered with a full commission. It didn't even discount myself. Some people ask, oh, well, what do you, what if I only want to, pay 4%? Look, you could pay 4% if you want, but I'm only going to be able to provide a certain, certain things for you. I can't really provide this program, which is well worth more than 10%, so then they sign every single time, 6%, have no problems. They would be more than happy paying more because we're giving them so much exposure with this program, and they love it.
That's incredible, man. You got an amazing story. I usually ask questions during these things, but you got such a good story, and you got
awesome.
You've been such a raging success from Modern Agent Mastery. It's been an honor to be a part of everything that you got going on.
Listen, thank you. It's not, you can't thank me. It's thank you, man. I mean, you really, you completely changed the game, and look, guys, there's a lot of programs out there. There's a lot of other people that claim to do the same digital marketing. And I tried them. I looked up a couple of them. I'll be honest, I got to test out. I got to look around. And I looked around. There's nothing out there. There's nothing that shows you step by step. There's other things that are out there that kind of give you, a brief, run through of what to do. But there's nothing out there that gives you like the detailed step-by-step, directions. And us says, if there's a lot of guys out there, we hate directions. We don't want to listen to anybody. We don't want to take directions, but let go of your ego. Just let it go and follow the steps. There's no program out there that does exactly what Grant says and how Grant, explains the process. And it's amazing. It really is amazing. Try them all. I'm telling you, try them all. You're going to waste your money. You're going to waste your money. Don't do it, because I did it. All right. I got to a point where I'm like, making a couple of bucks now. Let me look at some other programs. It's a waste of money. I kind of just threw money to the wind, and that's it. This is the only program that's out there that explains it step by step. The words, the text that he says, the process, all of it works. All right. You're going to be a little goofy in the first couple of videos, but the videos kind of shock the people. They're like, what the hell is it? They look at their phone, they get a video, they get your face, but it works because they're like, all right, this is completely different. Nobody's videoing, giving us a video message. People are maybe emailing or texting, but nobody's doing video. It's very powerful, man. I'm telling you, it's very, very powerful, and you guys are going to appreciate everything that Grant says, but you got to follow it. All right. And Grant, don't be pissed off at me, but I have not used the program to its full capability. All right. Because the reason is, and Grant, you probably see that I've been MIA for a while because I've just been so freaking busy that I don't have time to sit down and be on these meetings. And, I try to catch up with the recorded videos, but I have not applied every single thing. I've only used a decent half of it, and I'm killing it, only doing what I was doing, with only a portion of the program. Now I'm super excited with this, the university, where I can really dive into it and use this entire program to its full capabilities. And I'm super excited to learn that, because now I hire a couple of people. Now I have a little more life, I should say, where I can breathe again and, like I was saying, leverage myself with having these other, employees help me out. But yeah, you're going to be busy. This is what you want, though. This is what you're asking for. You're sitting there thinking, I don't know what to do. The business sucks, Look, it's going to work. You're going to be busier than you've ever been in your entire life. If there's some people out there that have been realtors for years, you're going to be busier than you've ever been in your entire real estate career. I'm telling you right now. I did it. I'm living proof. I mean, I've been doing it since 2002, right? And from 2002, in my entire career, I never had over 100 clients at a time. Not even in a couple of years, I never had over 100 clients, you know? But it's going to work. I'm telling you, it's going to work. Just believe in the program, follow it step by step, and you're going to be blown away. You're going to start hiring people now, because I'm telling you, within the first couple of months, you're going to be like, you know what, you need help.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. I can't thank you enough for stopping by here and spending some time with us and sharing your story and, you know, sharing your belief and what we have going on here. But, you know, the story is the same with everybody that we talk to. As long as you take action, as long as you're coachable, as long as you're willing to do things that are a little bit different, you can grow in an amazing, amazing way, especially with the training that we provide at Modern Agent Mastery. It's next level stuff. Nobody's doing it. And now is your opportunity to jump out there. Now is your opportunity to jump out there and just stand above the rest. So, Tal, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you so much. If you watched this, it had to fire you up and get you motivated. Take some action. Get into the program. Put it all to use and be ready for an entirely new level of success.
Guys, you're going to explode. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. And if you're saying that you're going to get so busy and you're like, oh, I'm so busy. It's bullshit. Don't lie to yourself. You're never too busy. Apply the program and just freaking do it. Just shut up, get up early, do your thing, and just do it, man. Do it. You're going to be blown away. All right. You guys are more than welcome to hit me up on inbox me or whatever if you have any questions. But just do it, man. Just follow Grant, believe in the program, and just throw them. It's only a couple of bucks. I'm telling you, it's only a couple of bucks. You're going to thank yourself. You're going to thank yourself in a couple of months that you did this. All right. And again, I was a skeptic, but I'll pay triple the amount. To be honest with you, I'll pay more than triple the amount to learn what I learned here with Grant.
And I am going to sign off with that. You guys jump into the program. Thank you so much and have an amazing rest of your day.
Thanks, guys. See you later.